two. And that's really all that needs to be said. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. This is essential for both teams in the conference standings. While they have done well so far, they're both undefeated in league play. This will be the difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis. The Big Ten champs will be backs against the wall. Whoever wins this game has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Straight ahead, it's Walton. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one and one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Reels it in. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quick give. It's Walton. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Cuts it upfield. It's Young. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Throwing. Carr. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
He's got the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Finds his target. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pushes ahead. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Moore. Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Johnson.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Bear. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Here's Moore to throw. Left side, it's Bear. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And they tacked on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 15, here's the return. Comes from the 14-yard line. Got an alley. He's past the marker. Flying out to the left. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Number 35. That's a kickoff.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's Johnson. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Moore to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Going after the big gain, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Finds his man on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
2nd and long here. They're all over him. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Carr above the noise. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moore. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. He's changing the play. Moore will throw. Buying time to his right. Going to try to get it himself. Got it offense as they are threatening to score.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed. And you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he makes the extra point. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Right side, it's Flanagan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, it's Walton. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Carr. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Punt is on its way. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Changing the routes with his receiver. Dante Moore. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch on the left. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling. Set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's Moore to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to add another. extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going with the ground game left. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing more. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Making the adjustment. Moore to the air. Rushes on. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Out wide right, it's Moore.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Left side, it's Stewart.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Moore. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Ducks! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Using his feet. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Moore. He rifles one deep down the right side. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore will throw. Finds his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll take it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And it's the Jayhawks engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Oh, pressure's coming. At the 35, he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Bear. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this QB and wide receiver, like, they are in lockstep. They know exactly where they're going to be. QB really trusting his receiver to make plays. And if I'm him, I'm just going to keep finding him. Because so far, the defense has had zero answer for this 1-2 combination.
Here's Moore to throw. Move to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll bring it out. It's Walton. Not the smartest move on that one. Out of bounds at the 9, and the field position is not good. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down in the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Irish fans know very well this type of all-purpose back. He's got a chance to have a huge day and put himself among the Irish legends.
And how nice is it to have a guy that you can feature and you can throw it to him, you can hand it to him, and you know big plays are coming. Notre Dame's going to continue to find this guy because he continues to put up huge numbers.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keeps it on the ground. Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Gonna run it. It's Walton. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hits inside. It's Mobley. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing. Carr. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day.
Snags it, and there's running room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Throwing more. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Rush right in his face. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be
just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Walton. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Looking for room. It's Young. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the left side. Powers through the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Just feeds the running back. There he goes. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Carr. Under pressure. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback changing the play. Moore will throw. He fires one deep down the right side.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Left side is bare. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Ducks will hustle to the line. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the...
There he goes! He's at the 30. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Moore. Look out. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Going to audible here, let's see what they do. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Caught. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Dante Moore rolls right. Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is good. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Out wide left, it's Walton. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Motion from the wideout. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Finds a man on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's Walton. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Here's Carr to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Moore to throw. Looking for a big play. Snags it on the right. Running room in the middle. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Coming out with it, it's Walton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball. But he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throwing, Carr. Still looking to his right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Carr to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run him again. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing more. Left side is bare. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try the left side. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Notre Dame right back to the line. Might as well run him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.